Hey folks, I'm Gaming here with the new episode of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. So, at the minute it's
ready when you are.
Myself and Hyoden.
Yeah?
Just out of the cave. And we shall continue. Yeah. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. Ancient structure of chiseled aja and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word, true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still, then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. Continue. You open your eyes at a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with aja and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of aja pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. A bit like that. It's nice that it gives you an image. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You're walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Where did you get that sick robe, bro? At least the piglet's alright. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. So, one of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents a physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It's most commonly received as an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. Right, continue. You find Heodin a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. And ding, fries are done. Characters earn enough experience to advance a level. Clicking the icon on their portrait to level them up. Just this little plus. Oh yeah, I forgot I was tiny. So I have 6 points. I can put them in survival, mechanics, lower athletics, and stealth. So it costs 1 point to advance each of these. Alright, so you can use stealth to be stealthy. Athletics improves the second wind trait. I might actually do that just to have second wind. So it recovers 25 endurance. Lore is for the scrolls, mechanics is for disarming traps, and survival is for that. So I'll do 1 survival. We'll put 1 in stealth, just to have. Or no, I don't have any in stealth. I'll keep 1 for next time. Okay, so I can learn a new invocation. So this one summons a phantom. This one is -5 damage reduction for 15 seconds. Reduces damage reduction of enemies in area of effect. Calls beyond a shroud and summons a phantom to fight for the party. Increases the slash and shock damage reductions for allies in the area of effect. Creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. Drains electrostatic energy from the environment to create 3 bolts of lightning causing shock damage to any in their path. It causes a nearby downed enemy to explode, expelling 3 white grubs and crushing nearby enemies. I think I shall have the phantom. Okay, so we have a talent. And we have a choice of talents. Ancient Memory is a passive, must be chanting. Primal Energy, causing allies within range to benefit from constant endurance regeneration while the chanter is chanting. And that means because it's passive, you don't have to activate it, so that's constant. No one's faith in the gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy similar to a priest's holy radiance. Friendly target plus 6.5 meters radius from caster. So it can scare someone for 12.5 seconds. That's 15 melee damage and 15 range damage. Imitate the brutal, opportunistic strikes of a rogue's sneak attack. Okay. Aspirant's Mark, which reduces deflection reflex. Foe becomes charmed. Friendly aura plus 4 accuracy. Unarmed damage. Accuracy. Outlander's Frenzy. Increasing attack speed, might, and constitution. I think I'll have Ancient Memory because it's passive and it's a slow regeneration for everyone in the vicinity. So we'll just throw everything in. Yeah, that'll do. To leveling a character up, you may want to review their statistics. Open their character sheet to see their attributes, skills, abilities, and talents in greater detail. So I'm still chanting, and then I can do those two. And there's my second wind ability. I can edit chants. So I have 2 chants at the minute, known phrases. So you chance between those two. Most of the time in combat, speaking chants. Chants are arranged strings of magical phrases that produce different effects. As one phrase ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next phrase. When a chant reaches the end of the final phrase, it will loop back to the beginning. Careful arrangement of phrases can produce a powerful sequence of passive effects. Click on a chant. So if I had another chant, like if I created my own, like for B, that'll show up here. So yeah. Okay, so I can lit this stuff. Person on a spiky boy. Massive structures formed of stone, andra, and copper, covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. And then we can go to the world map. So we need to go to the Valewood before we can get to the Gilded Vale. It takes 6 hours to complete your journey from that place. So accept.
Must have cracked more skulls than I thought.
So there's some loot and stuff. Alright, just speed up fast mode. And I shall optimize the use of quick save. Okay, so there's 3 guys over there. I'm not go over there just yet. Okay, there's 1 guy over there. See a little bar underneath. There we go.
Croak 10! Crave the Pila Beerly!
Good job, lads.
Not a problem. Crave the Pila. mine. Great to be fearless. You're mine.
Let's try Phantom.
Roak 10. Death to our enemies. Great to be fearless.
And then we'll...
Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
Okay. So this is the kind of stuff you need athletics for. Examine the wall most closely. Scale the wall. Force a drop back down to the ground. So that would get me up to here and up to loot that there stuff. But I don't have the athletics required, so I shall not. Non-torn.
Good day to you.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling this camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? Don't get too many of your sort coming out this way, meaning no offence. Suppose you're headed for Defiance Bay. Wipes his brow, turned to face you. Sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. So I can say our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Or never mind the woods. There is a strange machine in the ruins up north. There are these figures clad in black performing some kind of rite. Or what's your hurry? I'm only passing 3, I mean to reach Gilded Vale. Keep your nose in your own business before it gets lopped off. So what's your hurry? Being to follow my own advice, came out here on a hunt, me and a friend of mine. Thought we'd bring a stag home, eat something other than bread for once. Came up on a bear instead, great monstrous thing, and Pearly, he didn't make it. Don't know what I'll tell his wife. Any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I am heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? Name's Nunton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Purdy, I suppose. Any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. Following a stag, Purdy, he saw something in the brambles. Went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Purdy didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. Where'd you find the bear? In the cave a ways up that way. I wouldn't say get out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Farewell. Because I'm on my own, I'm not going to bother doing anything with that. So, now we can get to the Gilded Vale. Brutal.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him, with all the hanging bodies. Do you welcome everyone this way, or are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. I feel at home already. I might reconsider your lord's offer. Do you welcome everyone this way?
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Okay.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Let's see. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a Biowick? I can't remember how to pronounce it. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
Points at a body hanging from the tree.
Fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay, we'll just say goodbye.
Keep out of...
And dialogue.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eye of Barath must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? Sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know soon enough. Farewell.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
It's a strange way to talk about your dad. Half the town's up there now, seems like. No right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. My condolences. Scatter between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the rains. Alright then. Things are bound to get worse now. See 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its reaching its climax. First figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone Everyone calm down, whatever this is about. I'm sure it's an overreaction. We're humble folk, but we're no fools, not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take to that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adrians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, I can either say I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all ye. This is absurd. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? You're not going to take that from him, are you? I'm staying out of this one. Unnecessary. Suspiciously like him defended him. Oh, fucking brilliant. Alright.
Great.
Morons.
You...
Oh well.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
Straightens his hood, and you note the remains of frayed embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How did you manage to get stuck out here? Something of a
I'm
long
a
story.
wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was travelling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Beerwick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
So how did you manage to cross those three
I'm
drunks?
afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Ah, that. So I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. So if he's about to say something else, his expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and shakes to speak more clearly next time. My apologies. I should get
How
going.
should I, given recent events? It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So yeah, let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Right then, I shall call the episode there, folks, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe for more. I shall hopefully see you all next time, and if you want a character in with my party thing, let me know. All the options should be in the description, and you can see them all in the first episode. So the whole idea is reliable help. Do you know of any workers? Let me see what I have to work with. So you create your own worker or adventurer, level 1 adventurer. So it just, basically create a new character. And then, yeah. So yeah, So yes, I shall hopefully see you all next time. Peace.